Reported today in The Verge. The UK is considering legal protections for animals' feelings. So what do animals feel? Animals with spines in the UK could soon be legally recognised as sentient beings with feelings if a bill being debated in Parliament moves forward. Should the bill become law, it could get lawmakers to consider animals' feelings, like pain or even joy, when crafting any new policy. The bill is part of a larger push by the government to set high standards for animal welfare in the country. That raises a lot of questions for humans. Are animals used for food or fur board in their pens, for instance? And what do you do with an individual who might react differently to a situation than its peers, based on its unique personality? If passed, the bill would create an Animal Sentience Committee in charge of evaluating how well the government considers those feelings in its policies. For now, the bill focuses on vertebrates, animals with spines. But there's a push from animal rights advocates to expand its proposed protections to invertebrates, like octopuses and lobsters, that have recently surprised scientists with what they're capable of doing and potentially feeling. To better understand what it means for an animal to feel, The Verge spoke with Christina Habak, director of the Animal Behavior and Cognition Lab at the University of California, Davis. This interview has been lightly edited for length and clarity. I know this can get a little complex, but, first of all, how do you define sentience? In teaching undergraduates at UC Davis, I use a definition of capable of sensing environmental cues, sensation, perception, and then responding to those cues. In that definition, you include invertebrates, insects, so many things. But there's definitely confusion with taking a philosophical slant and adding feeling, not only feeling but consciousness, awareness of that feeling. That's where it gets really muddled, trying to prove consciousness, the actual acknowledgement of I'm experiencing pleasure right now or I'm experiencing pain and so on. Right now, there's a lot of focus on pain, which is understandable. We're seeing some evidence of learned behavior, where the animal will avoid certain areas in their environment where they experienced pain. For example, some fish species will avoid an area where they were once hooked in their mouth. So we have enough evidence of the experience of pain, and learned behavior from that experience of pain, but it's going to be really difficult to have sufficient evidence right now that the animal is on a conscious level of, wow, that hurt. This is where I think a lot of this legislation comes into play, is shouldn't we kind of err on the side of caution? In particular, there's this interest in vertebrate mammals and birds that have the same brain structures. They're showing the same bay. For more on this story, visit the news article link.